The Pomodoro technique is probably one of the greatest tools that you can use to have a very, very productive day. And yes, at least for me, for what I can say, it is one of the greatest things I've ever used to be productive and have a productive day and have good output for the day. If for those who do not know, the Pomodoro technique is it's basically very short bursts of focused work, focus uninterrupted work, deep work to get your things done, and it's supposed to put you in a time crunch, make you much more aware of the time that you have to finish the task, to pressure you into doing the work faster, because some people, they like that pressure, into being under pressure to be able to do a lot of this work, to do work in a like under a certain amount of time. And so that 25 minutes is the average sweet spot for, yeah, average person. They say, like, the if you look at Pomodoro technique anywhere on YouTube, online, you're going to see 25 and 5, which is 25 minutes of work and then 5 minutes of rest. And you do that four times: 25 5, 25 5, 25 5, 25 and 5. After that fourth 30-minute, right? Because 25 5 30, right? After that fourth one, you're going to take a 30-minute break. So you do 25 5 four times, and then you take a 30-minute break. And then you go back and do it again. 25 5 four times, and another 30-minute break for as many times as you want, like throughout the day. Like, you do 25 5 four times, that's 2 hours, plus a half-hour break is 30 minutes. And then you do that, say you do it another time, it's going to be like 2 hour work and 30-minute break at the end. That's a total of 5 hours. So 5 hours total time, but roughly, what is that, 25 8, 200 minutes. 200 minutes is uh under 3 hours. So it's almost 3 of the 5 hours. No, it's over 3 hours. Sorry. So, like, 3 of the 5 hours is unfocused, uninterrupted work. This is why this technique is so good and so popular, because 20, like, someone could sit down for 30 minutes. Like, it's total 2 hours, 2.5 hours, right? But someone could sit there for 2.5 hours, 25 minutes, and they just keep doing that, and they don't get burnt out from it, because they're giving themselves a break. They're allowing themselves to take that break. So this is why it's very popular, because you're not like pushing yourself hours and hours and hours of us, like studying, working, or whatever. And also, the biggest thing to this is that it's supposed to be uninterrupted. So, like, no distractions, no phones. You're not even supposed to be going on your phone or computer or anything on in your break. In your break, you should be just walking around, maybe drink some water, go to the bathroom if you need to, eat some food or something. But, like, no other dopamine source, because it's supposed to be uninterrupted. As soon as you bring another source of dopamine in, food is okay because it can refuel you. But I'm talking about, like, your phone, computer, games, anything else. If you bring another source of a high source, like, of dopamine, which food is, yeah, you're gonna switch your attention, your concentration is gonna be broke. Your concentration will not be broken in that 5 minute break. It's like a hill, basically, where 25 minutes up, and then you take 5 minutes, like, cool down, right? When you go up, you're like close to, what's it called, to close to burning out, right? So when you're closing, you wanted to give yourself rest right before the time you actually burn out, because you don't want to burn out, because you're gonna be tired then, and it's gonna take you much longer to rest and recover. And that's why, another thing about this technique, why it's so good, is that like phase of short, quick bursts of focus work, and then a short rest, is to prevent burnout basically, because when you spend like hours and hours doing like couple tasks, studying, working, whatever, you're going to experience burnout, and then you're going to get frustrated, and then you're getting frustrated because you can't do the work, and then it's going to cause a negative feedback loop, which is not good, and you don't want that. And then it's going to make you procrastinate more, and then you're going to say, oh, this is why I can't do work because I procrastinated, blah blah blah, and just make yourself a bunch of excuses, which is going to it just causes a negative feedback loop, which is not good. You don't want that to happen. So when you allow your mind and your body to rest, you're making yourself last even longer, and it makes you, yeah, last longer. You could do more like these 25 fives, these bursts. You could just keep doing more of them throughout the whole day, even because you're allowing your body to recover. It's like, for at least for me, this technique is amazing. It's freaking amazing, guys. I first found out about it in, I want to say last year, 2021, and I've been using it for school. Yeah, last year, last summer, I want to say, and yeah, last year, like the fall 2021 fall semester, I've been using it, and I've got all my homework done. I had time to do whatever I want towards the end of the night. And I even had weekends free because I already finished all my homework. I already finished all my assignments, and it was very nice. It was very nice not having that mental like blockage, knowing that you're just procrastinating all your work, your schoolwork, and all that stuff. And so now that I've been like messing around with this, seeing which is the best time, I've tried like 25/5 is too short for me. There's 45/15. Like you can like customize it to see what is best for you. And also I've been doing reading on deep work, and Andrew Huberman says that you can do deep works of like bursts of deep work in 90 minutes. That is because like your circadian rhythm, your body's like your body acts like in a 90-minute cycles. That's why he says like 90 minutes. You could do 90 minutes of deep work, deep unfocused, uninterrupted work. But there's been like, I saw a video where they were saying like you can even go even longer than that, like 120 minutes, like 2 hours basically. Yeah, you do 2 hours of uninterrupted work, and then you take like a 30-minute break. I can't do that. For me, I've tried 90 minutes of work, and then like I take a 30-minute break because it's 2 hours right there. It's too much. I get very burnt out towards the end of it, and I would need to take much longer breaks. So I've been sticking with 50/10 recently. I'm doing all my schoolwork with it. I've been, even in this extreme monk mode in November, I've been using 50/10 this whole time. I have this app called Flora, which is cool because it kind of gamifies it for you, where you can you just grow a plant. You put a certain amount of time, your focus timer, and then I have it on my phone right here, and then a break timer. Oh, that's whatever. You put a focus timer, the amount of time you want to focus for, and then a break timer, the amount of time for your break, and then you can just schedule like certain tasks you want to do at a certain time, certain day, like a repeating task, recurring task you could schedule, or say if you're doing like just one or two, you could just put like a description of what you're doing currently. And the good thing about, well, there's two good things I really like about it. It like gamifies it, like where like when you click on the focus timer, you click to start, you're basically growing a plant, you're growing a tree. So I don't want to kill this tree, so I'm not gonna kill the tree. I'm not. And another thing is, when you try to exit out the app, it's gonna kill the tree, and I don't want to do that. I've did that once, and it hurt. I don't know why, but it hurt. I'm like, no, I need to leave my tree alive, man. So, and there's like the more you click go on it, I'm like in stage 11. I'm in Italy, and I just grew some tomatoes today. The good thing about this, if you pay for I have the free version, but if you have the paid version, you can actually help grow trees in real life, which is pretty cool. That is really freaking cool. I forgot my other point. Anyways, yeah, that you like a Flora. I'm pretty sure there's other apps out there that gamify this too. I also use a Pomodoro timer on my computer too. So I have one I see visually. That's like in my browsers. There's a browser tab that just puts the amount of time, and then I have one that's just growing a tree, just chilling on my phone, just growing the tree, and yeah, I think the Pomodoro technique is probably one of the best things that you can do to, if you're having trouble focusing. First thing you should do is not have get rid of all distractions, clean your work area, and then incorporate this technique. There's other steps you can do in order to have a uninterrupted, focused on like distraction free work. There's like much better things you can do, like eating a healthier diet, having 8 hours of sleep, like better stuff, like go work out. But this is like a nice, like that's the cake. This is the icing on the cake, which makes it nice and sweet to the taste. That's why I like it. If anyone, I think everyone should just try because like it's not gonna hurt you. You do 25 minutes of work, 5 minutes rest. You do that a couple times. You're like, oh, I don't like it, or you increase the time to like 50, 10, 45. You can. There's a bunch of YouTube videos on. Yeah, there's a bunch of videos on YouTube to that have people have do study with me where they just record themselves studying, doing these timers. I used to watch it last year when I was doing it for school too, because like it's cool to have like an accountability partner, knowing not you don't like obviously that person's not watching you, but you're watching them, so it's like making you think like, oh, I'm watching them, so he's doing it, so now I have to keep up with my task. It's pretty cool. So yeah, once again, I recommend this to everyone. I recommend this to everyone to try it at least a few times. Try it a couple different times. Try like the Flora app if you want. There's some timers on um on the internet on Google and stuff. But I really like the Flora app because you like you visually see the trees like the plants growing. Everyone needs to try the Pomodoro technique. Yes.